YouTube, what's going on? As you can see, I'm back at the crib for the weekend. Actually got in here yesterday. It's very rare that I'm home on Thursdays. But the reason why I'm home on Thursdays, because last week, or this past week, let's just say, just presented me with some L's. So we're gonna throw this week in the trash, and we're gonna start over again. So it's story time. But before we get into that, ladies and gentlemen, I know that you could be anywhere else on YouTube. The fact that you clicked on my channel is greatly appreciated. All right, so story time. I leave out here Monday. You know, sun shining, happy-go-lucky, climb up in the truck, slide to go get my trailer, and we gonna hit this nice week that I got set up for myself. Start out, my first load picks up in Pennsylvania. So as I'm sliding up that way on 95, boy, I get to that Alexandria, Fredericksburg area up there, right into an accident. Now, mind you, I leave so I can get there at least an hour and 30 minutes before my pickup time. And it's a live load, which means that they are loading my trailer up, and I'm not just hooking up to a preloaded trailer. So I'm supposed to be there at 2:30. Yeah, I don't get there till 4:30. And since I don't get there till 4:30, they tells me, well, we can't load you till 6:30. Damn. All right, so I pulls up at 6:30. They give me a door at about 7. You know, I'm talking to my DM. He's like, so, you know, what's your ETA? I was like, bruh, I'm not gonna get there tonight. So we gonna say my ETA is gonna be 10 o'clock tomorrow morning. All right, it's going to a Sam's Club. All right. So he was like, all right, well, let me let the account manager know. I'm like, all right, bet. So, you know, about an hour and a half slides by. He hits me back. He says, all right, the account manager says it's all good. They're going to make it into a dropping hook instead of a live unload. I'm like, great. Not only does that help me out, I got a load to pick up the next day at 3 o'clock. So we get to the next day. Get into the Sam's Club DC. Hand my paperwork to the security guard. He says, after he looks in the computer, he says, hey, they don't reschedule this load to the 27th. What? The 27th? He was like, yeah, man, ain't nothing I could do. Hand me back my paperwork. He says, you might want to call your DM. So yeah, so now I'm stuck with a load, you know, that's gonna be dropped off on the 27th. I hit my DM up. You know, now, mind you, my clock is ticking. Hit my DM up, tell him what the situation is, and he hits me back almost a whole 2 hours later, talking about, well, go drop the load at this drop yard. All right, it's 12 o'clock. Bro, my load picks up at 3. I look and see how far this yard is away from where I'm at now. It's 2.5 hours. I'm in Taylor, Pennsylvania. This shit is in Beslam or something, Pennsylvania. That's 2.5 hours from where I'm at. And where my load picks up is an hour and a half from Beslam, Pennsylvania. I think I'm saying it right. There's no way I'm gonna make it. But I said, all right, I'm gonna drop this trailer. I said, you got any empties at the yard? He said, yeah, you are probably gonna have to look at, you know, find one when you get there. So I make this 2.5 hour ride to the drop yard. Get to the drop yard. Drop the trailer. And it's about 7, 8 trailers there. So I'm like, oh man, I know it's an empty trailer. Shit, it's not an empty motherfucking site. So at this point now, I'm frustrated. It's 3 o'clock at this point. There's no way I'm gonna make it on time. If I was gonna be an hour late, that would have been cool. But now I'm gonna be way later than that. And not only that, my clock is just ticking, and you know, I don't really have time to run around to get it empty and then run to get loaded and then to get up out of there. So I tells my DM, I said, look, I said, can we schedule this load that I'm pick up today for tomorrow? And I'm gonna have to cancel the one that I have set up for Wednesday. Dropping off Thursday. So he was like, all right, let me work on everything. So he, while he working on everything, I slide to a truck stop. So he hits me back and he says, look, if you can get up there tonight, they said they'll take you. He finds me empty. He said it's close to where the shipper is. And I'm like, yeah, bro, that's not gonna be possible. I said, I'm gonna have to slide through there tomorrow anyway, because I don't have enough hours to go up there, drive there, which is an hour and a half away, pick up the trailer, go to the shipper, which they weren't that far apart from each other, sit there, get loaded, which Issa ain't at my clock, and then leave and go find somewhere to park. I'll be out of hours. He was like, well, you could use PC to get up out of there. Yeah, I could use PC to get up out of there, but hey, company policy, y'all don't want nobody to drive on PC unless we got drive time. And then by the time I leave the shipper, I ain't got no drive time. So it's out of the question. So now that this is my company, you know what I'm saying, I run my own truck, I'll just make the decision to go there tomorrow, the next day, tomorrow morning. So that's what I do. I go there the next morning, get loaded, and then I head on down to Duffield, Virginia, to the Sealy mattress place. And they did have to cancel my load. So at this point, I'm frustrated. So yeah, I get down to Sealy, and by the time I drive all the way down there and get unloaded, yeah, that was like a nice 9.5 hour drive. I get there, my appointment time is at 9 o'clock at night. I actually get there about 7:30. Dude was like, yo, we ain't even took the 7 o'clock dude in. So it's been a crazy week, so you probably gonna have to park over there and just wait till we call you. So yeah, I park, I wait. They call me about 10:30, I get unloaded. I come back out and park and spend my 10-hour break. And that was my week right there. Just took a L for that week. Took a L. What other L's did I take that week? My Broncos lost. They took an L. My fantasy team lost. That took an L. So yeah, that whole week, just taking L's. So that was my week. And that's why I'm home early. And that is the life of an owner-op. Every week is not going to be good. Every week is not going to be peaches and cream or gravy or none of that. So, you just got to be prepared, man. You got to be prepared for different things that happen out here. You're going to have weeks like that. So, overall, though, my weeks have been pretty good. But some weeks, you're going to take L's. You're going to take L's. Alright, so that's the end of story time. If you like the video, like it, share it, subscribe to the channel, and catch you next time.